Well, welcome to Coffee with Job on Monday morning and a week before Christmas. I thought what I'd do is, it doesn't feel a lot like Christmas. It's funny how we associate Christmas, or at least in the Northern Hemisphere, with cold and snow, and it's, as you can see, it's a gloriously sunny day here. But I guess in Jesus' day, I wonder what the weather was like. I imagine it would be warm. But when we return to Job, I thought we would do this, and at the end of each one, I'll put a Christmas song. Because I think, well, first of all, I love Christmas carols. And also, I think they help us as we're reflecting on some of this, because we're in Job chapter 27, and at verse 7, we're just going to read to verse 10, so very few verses. May my enemy be like the wicked, my adversary like the unjust. For what hope have the godless when they are cut off, when God takes away their life? Does God listen to their cry when distress comes upon them? Will they find delight in the Almighty? Will they call on God at all times? What hope do the godless have? You know, in all this COVID stuff, and I sense this air of gloom, say, coming over my own country, Scotland, again, as one man wrote me from Edinburgh saying they're cancelling Christmas yet again. It's as though Scotland is the country where it's always winter but never Christmas. And I sense that in a lot of the Western world, and even here in now sunny Australia. But there is that sense of what hope is there? And Job is, you know, that's actually a really good question to ask. What hope do we have? Job is praying against his enemies. He's praying against those who are rising up against him. He's praying against his accusers, and he's praying ultimately against the ultimate accuser, Satan. You know, to help me understand this, Annabelle and I have been watching a program called Godless. Now, just because we're watching it doesn't mean we would commend it. Brilliant cinematography, horrendous violence, and, you know, the language, some of the sexual stuff as well. But for me, there's a portrayal of evil. Godless is a great way to describe it, which describes the human condition. And in particular, there's one character who's actually meant to be a pastor. He wears a dog collar. But he's an evil, murdering adulterer, just a demonic type character with elements of humanity in. And you look at that kind of evil and you're saying, well, what hope is there for a person like that? And what hope is there against that? Well, Job recognizes that for the wicked, there will come a time. For what hope have the godless when they are cut off, when God takes away their life? Does God listen to their cry? No, he doesn't. God won't hear their prayers. They go beyond the point of no return. They are calling, in the words of Revelation, on the rocks to fall on them. And God doesn't hear their prayers. It's a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God. Now, we see injustice on this earth and we cry out, "Oh Lord, how long, how long?" We can be in the darkness. But we need to know that there is a day of judgment coming. And I can't play Johnny Cash all the time, God's going to cut you down. But that is what Job is saying here. And it's an incredibly important thing to realize. There is hope for those who have Christ. There is no hope for the godless. I'm going to leave you with this new song from Alight and Colin Buchanan, which is just a beautiful song about us being able to call upon God in the darkness. The godless can't, but we can call upon Christ. So enjoy this song and see you tomorrow. Bye.
to rescue me. Jesus saved me from the darkness. I will rise to life with Him. On this day your hand has held me, God of heaven by my side. Thank you, Father, for your goodness. You will hold me through the night. Oh, this day your hand has held me, God of heaven by my side. Thank you, Father, for your goodness.